negative nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Feeling miserable, always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible, looking at my years like I'm martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Hypothetical, working on to something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece. And yet I'm half diseased, and when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome out, welcome out. We're going to get this thing kicked off in the next 5 to 7 minutes. Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know in the chat box where you're calling in from. There's 1,000 of you beautiful people on this webinar. Please let me know in the chat box where you're calling in from. We got Slovakia, Colombia, UK, North Carolina, Michigan, Czech Republic. Man, I can't even keep up. Toronto, let's go. This is amazing. Over 1,000 beautiful souls on this webinar. We are out here changing lives, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the energy pumping and going in the chat box. We're going to play a few more songs and we're going to get this on the road. Guys, do me a favor. Get in your group chats. Start talking to people. Let them know you're on this call. Take a picture of the fact that you're on this call. Say OTC, OTZ on the Zoom, on the call. Get people on here ASAP, because this information is what's really going to take Akashx vertical. This is going to be like our launch pad. This call is going to completely change absolutely everything. So you don't want to miss it. Who's ready for the next song? Let me know in the chat box if you guys are ready for the next song. I need to see some energy. Man, Slovakia is ready. Let's go. This is what I love to hear. All right, guys, a couple more minutes and we'll get this thing kicked off. And I'm going to play this song in honor of just coming back from Dubai, okay?
أنا شفتك هدي سيمانة قلبي تكتك بحال شي مكانة ويلي ويلي هدي هبلتني يا ماما ويلي ويلي هراني صبابا تك 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 آها تك 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 بحال شي مكانة تك 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 آها تك 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 يا بحال شي مكانة
Vite, vite, squat
la suite, le temps il passe, tic et tic. C'est toi qui me rends sick et sick. Tous les jours, everyday, qui c'est qui. Je connais là, c'est qui c'est. Son cœur est noir comme l'océan. J'irai nager, même si j'ai pas pied. Palper, j'aurais le temps de palper. Bébé m'attend sur le côté. Elle m'attend sur le côté. Bébé m'attend sur le côté. Plus sur les radars, pardon, là je peux pas voter. Tic et tic, tic et tic, tic et tic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this kicked off in like 2 to 3 more minutes. Make sure you guys get in your chat box, get in your chats, get in your in all of your groups, whether it's WhatsApp, Telegram, wherever you talk to your teams, guys, and let's get this call packed out. We have 1.2K people on the webinar right now. We need to push this thing up another 500 people, okay? This is a very big call. Very important announcements will be made on this call. You're going to be hearing from the best people in the industry. Like, there's going to be so much money on this call that you're going to be hearing from. So let's get excited. Let's get fired up. If you're coming in here and you're looking for translation in Slovak, you just have to click on interpretation and go to Mandarin, unfortunately. Everyone else, your languages are as they should be. So appreciate you guys. Let me know in the chat box who's fired up. Let me get some 777s in the chat box. Let's see who's ready for today's webinar. I want to see who is absolutely ready for today's webinar. Drop some 777s in the chat box. Let's go. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, guys, last song loading up right now. We're going to get this thing kicked off in like 3 minutes.
Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life. Everything you've been wanting, manifesting for your life. Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life. Everything you've been wanting, manifesting for your life.
Some Duke on the vibe.
This year, blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow, you they go.
This year, good news, giant plenty balling. Go to follow.
Guys, let me know in the chat box who's feeling the vibes. I want to see who's feeling the vibes in the chat box. Let's keep this. I can't even. This is crazy. Let's go. Who's feeling the vibes, guys? Let's go. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Keep that energy up. I love it, guys. Don't stop. Don't stop giving us your energy in the chat box because we need your energy for us to crush it on the webinar. Let's go.
Follow, you they go.
Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life.
Everything you've been wanting, manifesting for your life.
Even before you call, you don't answer prayer. My papa is too shy, you don't fit for your hand. Even before you call, you don't answer prayer. My papa is too shy, fit for your hand.
Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life. Everything you've been wanting, manifesting for your life. Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life. Everything you've been wanting, manifesting for your life.
This year, blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow, you they go.
This year, good news.
With NBC 8th Annual Ignite Convention, and we're about to rock the house. A lot of people are here for the first time, and this is why I love this industry, because it helps you see the world through a different lens. Let's go.
Everybody has a choice. Make sure it's mine.
A daily choice.
قولي لي غير كلمة راني نسيت راسي عيني يشوفوا في السما قلبي هزه لما قولي لي غير كلمة راني نسيت راسي عيني يشوفوا في السما ويا ويا ناري ويا ويا زالي ويا ويا ناري ويا ويا زالي ويا ويا ناري ويا 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 زالي ويا ويا ولو
all the leaders, having just amazing experiences and being able to spend time together.
Wow, wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's webinar. Guys, do me a favor. Let me know in the chat box how excited you are to be here today on Monday, November 4th. Super excited to be here with all of you. Let me know in the chat box, guys. I want to see your energy. This is amazing. We have over 1.4K people on this webinar right now to learn about some incredible things when it comes to Akashx, the future of Akashx. We're going to have some amazing speakers today, and we're really going to set the tone today with this webinar of how we're going to start 2025 and beyond. And I'm so grateful that all of you are on this call, and I'm going to make sure I talk slow for my translators. I apologize. I know you guys are working very hard to translate. So there's a few things I want to go over before I bring up our first speaker. First of all, I just want to give a heartfelt thank you to each and every single one of you who've trusted us to be here, part of this amazing platform. We would be absolutely nothing without each and every single one of you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much for your vote of confidence. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for being on this mission. You know, it hasn't been an easy journey, but all of you who are here, part of this, have made this such an incredible experience. And you all are providing us such amazing feedback and really enjoying this process. So I just want to ask a few questions real quick. Who here, has seen profits on their trading challenge account? Put a money or a money sign or money in the chat box if you're receiving profits from our amazing Akashx tap to trade system, leveraging other people's money to make money in the financial markets. That's amazing. Guys, we have some incredible payouts this month too, and Josh will go over that. We had people with big, huge payouts, and a lot of people are receiving life-changing money, and all because you made a decision. You decided that you wouldn't let a 3-figure decision hold you back from the potential of a 6-figure income. You did this, not me, not Maddie, not Robert Hollis, not any of the leaders here, or any of the educators. That was you. The first step in changing your life is to make a decision, and you've done that. So I really want to give it back to all of you who are part of our community once again. So, we're really coming off of a record month here with Akashx. Last month was our biggest month ever. The company crushed it in terms of numbers. We did the most sales ever in Akashx. We have the most users ever in Akashx. Some incredible things happened, right? We had our big, retreat there in Dubai. It was such an amazing experience. And at that event, we released our new Akashx app, which is one of the most beautiful apps in the industry. I've never, in my entire trading career, seen an app that's so amazing and effective. And I'm so grateful. Drop a 111 in the chat box if you're blown away by the new app. The new app has such a clean design. I love the fact that we can now really manage our risk better by saying I want to take this trade with 0.25% or 0.5%. That's a game changer, right? Because for me, I like taking my trades at 0.25% per trade. So that's a game changer for me and the entire community. So let's give a huge shout out to the Akashx dev team and our amazing founders with some big thank yous, because they put that app together in record time. I think 4 weeks. Insane. I don't think I've ever seen anybody put an app together in 4 weeks. So now what I want all of you guys to do is just make sure that you understand that this call is going to be delivering some very powerful info that you guys need to really pay attention to. And the reason why I want you guys to pay attention to this is because as there's 1.5K people on this webinar, we're at the precipice of absolute greatness inside our community. Okay. This is the smallest our community will ever be. And the information that you hear on today's webinar will help us 50x our brand. I truly believe this. And I want every single person on this webinar to grow with us exponentially. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to get myself out of the way and bring up our first speaker. So make sure you guys, your phones are on do not disturb. You have your pen and paper out ready to take notes, because you're going to hear some data and statistics from our next speaker that's going to blow you away. So guys, I want you to join me in welcoming our next speaker. This is an individual who I had a chance of meeting about a year ago. I was in a very unique position in my life in this industry. And, I met this person, and really, like, right away when I met him, I realized, like, he was different, just someone who has, like, business acumen at a level that I've never seen, somebody who's a true operator who understands what people in the field need to build in this industry, but also what end users, customers need to experience to have an amazing experience and win. Because I've never seen a community like this where we could have a member join and in their first 24 hours see results. That's never happened. And that's what we have here. Okay. This guy leads from the front. He's in the trenches with us. He's always figuring out ways to solve problems. He's a professional problem solver. And I don't know if you know this, but you're paid in direct proportions to the problems that you solve. And I'm so proud and happy to call this person our CEO, because when I wake up every morning, and when me and Maddie and Joey and Lizanne and all the amazing leaders in our community, Robert Hollis, Jefferson, when we go to battle, we go to battle knowing that we're good because we have this person who has our back. We literally have the best CEO in the game. And when I was at the UK events, they asked me a question like, what's the secret to Akashx's growth? And the reality is the secret is no secret, really. It's Josh Zwagel and Jenna Zwagel. So guys, I want you to do me a favor and light it up in the chat box, because I'm going to bring up our great and powerful CEO here, and he's going to blow you away with the information that he's going to drop on this call. So guys, light up the chat box and help me welcome our founder and CEO, Joshua Zwagel. My brother, thank you so much for everything. The floor is yours.
Hey, I'm here, Ali. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Awesome. Well, first off, I just want to hand it back to Ali. Let's give Ali a huge shout out and kudos for opening up the call, doing an amazing job. I'm really excited to be here. This is really the first State of the Union that we've done for Akashx, and I think it's at perfect timing. As you guys probably know, just from being in the chats, coming onto the Zoom, seeing what's happening, Akashx is absolutely on fire. The last 5 months have been incredible. And quickly, this brand has become not only a top-selling brand in MDC across our entire portfolio of brands that we have in our company, but I believe that it's really become a force to be reckoned with in not just the network marketing, direct sales industry, but also the entire trading industry. And just a second, what Ali said, I don't feel like that would have been possible without all the amazing leaders that are here on Zoom. And I don't think it would be possible without all the amazing educators that we have in Akashx as well. So let's just do our best, and let's give a big thank you to all of the leaders and all of the educators that are here. Let's drop some fire emojis in the chat for them. And I just want to say thank you as well, because Akashx wouldn't be what it is today without all of you guys. And through the growth that we're seeing in Akashx, what's amazing too is that we're in a place now where we're also attracting a lot of new educators and new leaders to the business as well, because we've developed something that is simple. We've developed a product that's getting people results, and we've developed a product that's delivering tremendous value at an unbeatable price, which I'll talk about a little bit later on Zoom. One of the other things that I'm seeing right now that's so amazing in the company is that Akashx, because it's a digital product and it's able to go into a lot of countries, it's really paved the way for international expansion in the company. And just last month, I was looking at some of the new market growth that's come in through Akashx, and it's really exciting to watch. The United States was still #1, so congratulations to all of you guys in the US. But out of nowhere, Poland came in as the #2 market last month in Akashx. So big shout out to all of the leaders in Poland. UK was #3. So big shout out to all of the leaders in the UK, and Hungary as well. Hungary was actually one of our top markets with physical products. but it became quickly the #4 market for just Akashx last month. So all of our Hungarian leaders, thank you guys. You know, we did that event in Budapest. You guys absolutely crushed it. Canada was #5. Nigeria and Africa was #6. Then we had Belgium for #7. Czech Republic was #8. Slovakia was #9. And then France was #10. Those were the top 10 markets last month for Akashx. But Akashx is already spread now into over 60 countries. There were affiliates and customers last month in Akashx in over 60 countries. And what's crazy about this to me is it's really just the beginning. You know, it was 5 months ago that we started really pushing. We started to get our networks together. We started to get our educators together and really just put a plan in place to grow this brand. So watching, you know, not only these 10 countries, but, you know, all of these countries around the world start to get excited about Akashx and attract so many new amazing leaders has been just incredible for us to watch and be a part of. And in addition to like all of these countries, you know, coming on board and having all of these leaders come online, last month there was also a tremendous surge of new rank ups across the company as well. So not only is Akashx taking us into all these new countries, but it's creating true success stories in the business. And so last month there were 18 new affiliates in the company that hit the rank of 5K, which is basically 5,000 in business volume. There were 19 people that hit the rank of 10K, which is 10,000 in business volume. There were 8 affiliates that hit 25K. There were 3 new people that hit 50K, and there were 2 new people that hit 100K, which is 100,000 in volume. And so that's millions of dollars in sales through the Akashx brand. And again, watching all of these rank ups is just a true indicator that this is what momentum looks like in Akashx. And again, we've only scratched the surface. You know, it's only the beginning, and it's going to continue to roll like this, especially with some of the announcements that we have on this call. And then I look at like our trajectory over the last 5 months, just looking at where we were 5 months ago with 1,000 members and looking at where we were last month, watching all the rank ups, all the new countries and the momentum. If you just take our current trajectory by April 2025, using the same exact trajectory, we will have 100,000 members in Akashx by April 2025 because the brand just 10x'd in sales over the last 5 months. And I actually believe that it's possible to accelerate that faster than April. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well. Like Ali said at the Dubai convention, which Dubai was one of the best. Like, first off, this is the first time I've ever gone to Dubai, and this was like the best trip that I had ever been on. At this trip, we got to do the Dubai city tour. We did a safari adventure. We had such an amazing time with our leaders, and this was a trip where there were like hundreds of leaders that flew from all over the world, from Africa, from other places in Europe, from the United States. We all came together to celebrate. There was some great training, great product rollouts, and this was just an amazing time. But one of the highlights of that event was releasing the new Akashx app. And like Ali said, we tasked our IT team. We gave them 4 weeks to basically redesign the app with some of the feedback that we were getting from members. Members wanted to be able to control their risk when approving trades. So we rolled out the ability to approve your trades by risk percentage instead of just by adjusting the lot size. The new app also has an elevated user experience and user interface. The design, I feel like, is much improved. And there's some really cool features in there. You can see educator profiles. You can read about their strategies. There's a new community chat in there as we kind of move away from Telegram. We're going to be really developing the community and chat side of our app. And there's also, I think the trade alerts are also improved. Before, you could see only really like one trade alert on the entire screen, but now it's condensed and you can, click open alert to pop up the full alert. So all those things I'm really, really excited about with the new Akashx app. Couple updates real quick on the app. We did notice a few issues with the risk settings on certain pairs. So right now, tap to trade is in test mode. We're adjusting that with our educators. And then sometime today, we're going to turn everything back on. So for you guys that have given us feedback on that, we thank you for your feedback. We're making some adjustments right now on that. And then earlier last week, Trade Locker, one of the trading platforms that's connected to Akashx, they made some updates on their APIs. This caused people to not be able to quickly connect their accounts. It also caused some trades to not go through when people would click approve. Those have all been fixed and resolved. And Trade Locker has made some adjustments on their side. So we're really happy that they acted quickly to have those issues resolved. Also, there's a glitch right now with session replays. You can't see the session replays in the app, but that's also been fixed and it has been submitted to the App Store. So on the next app release, you'll have the ability to update your app, and then you'll be able to see all the session replays. So those are just a couple quick updates on the app. But overall, it's been to me a very smooth experience with the transition to the new app. I know of some other companies that are trying to get their apps going, and they're struggling to even get their apps live right now. So for us to have such a flawless experience so far with just a couple minor glitches, I'm more than happy with the dev team and very grateful for the team we've put in place. And I said this in Dubai, for the companies out there that have zero creativity, that decided to just copy Akashx and copy tap to trade with zero creativity, good luck. Good luck copying tap to trade. So, okay, next thing I want to talk about real quick. Why is Akashx growing? Why is Akashx growing the way that it's growing right now? Ollie, can you still see me and hear me?
Restart your camera, turn it off, and then turn it back on.
Can't see you.
We can hear you good though.
Can someone remove Henry Nader from the group, please?
Can you see me now?
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, awesome. All right, so why is Akashx growing? Why are we having the type of growth that we're having in Akashx right now? I want to break that down real quick because I feel like it's really important to understand, like, what are the pillars? What are the things that are making Akashx so unique to create this kind of exponential and explosive growth? And I want to break it down into a couple things. One, I feel like, is price. So if you look at like where the trading industry is right now, some of the different trading offers out there, what I've seen is they're priced a lot higher than we are in Akashx. A lot of them have their product offerings separated into a bunch of different add-ons. So for instance, their base price could be like $199 a month, but then to get scanners, you have to add on an extra $25 a month, or to get a different part of their academy, you have to add on an extra $30 a month, or to have certain trading features, you have to have all these different add-ons. And so by the time you get the full offer, some of them are $279, $299, and it starts to get really expensive for people. And then the next part of that is like, well, if people aren't getting results, then they're not going to want to stay on an expensive product. And so with Akashx being at $149, it's not too expensive. It's not too cheap. The price is right. And because so many people are getting results, the retention is incredible in the brand. So that's the first thing, is price. Second thing is we've made it easy to get a free membership here, whereas other brands haven't. For example, we have a 3 and free program. So here in Akashx, you can join for $149 and you can tell 3 people about this. If those 3 people join starting from next month, your membership is free. And a lot of other brands out there only have a free program for customers. They don't offer it for affiliates. There's restrictions. There's all these different things out there. And for us, we wanted to make it a fair playing field. And so what's cool about this is not only can somebody get started in Akashx for $149, but they tell 3 people about it, whether you're an affiliate or a customer, no gotchas, and you're able to get your membership for free. And if you look at the value of $149 with what you're getting in Akashx, all of these amazing educators in different languages, teaching different assets, trade alerts coming right to your mobile app, tap to trade, the scanners, the resources, the tools. It's an unbeatable offer out there in the industry. So between the price and the 3 and free, I believe those are 2 very important reasons why Akashx is growing the way that it is. The third thing is simplicity, right? Simplicity is really important in this industry because like when I first took a look at trading was like the most complicated. It was like a different language. It was like Chinese, having to figure out charts and indicators and all of the terminology. And our educators plus the mobile app, like it's literally made this so simple where people with 0 trading experience are winning at Akashx. And it's not just one person. It's not just a small group of people. It's not just some people over here. It's not a paid actor over there. It's across the whole brand. Everybody's saying the same thing. Like, I just got started. I connected my account. I jumped on a live session. I took a trade and I'm getting results. They can't believe like how good the product is. And so the simplicity is another thing that's really driving and growing the brand. Another thing that's really, I believe, a unique force within Akashx are the trading challenges, the promotions that we've been running. And I want to talk a little bit about that. So 5 months ago, we made a decision to team up with a prop firm and give away a free trading challenge. And the whole idea behind this was we wanted to be able to give people the ability to start trading and not have to risk their own capital. Because a lot of times you hear all these horror stories in the industry. Like I was talking to somebody yesterday that just got into like one of those daily ROI scam deals and lost all of their money. You hear all the time people investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into all these programs, never making money, companies running off with people's money. And so, you know, we wanted to put something together where people could trade in a demo environment. And if they're successful, they have access to capital that they can trade with and not have to risk all of their own capital. And so 5 months ago, we did the first promotion. It was great. People loved it. We did it again. We did it again. And we did it again. And basically, you know, 5 months later to now, November 4th, did it work for Akashx? Absolutely. I mean, like we've been talking about, like last month was a record-breaking month. The brand had 1,000% growth in 5 months. It had a 10x in sales. So obviously the TradeX challenges have been working incredible, but it also makes Akashx so easy and so unique to share with people. Like you get in for $149, you get a 10K trading challenge, refer 3 people, Akashx is free. Like it is one of the most incredible offers I've seen in the trading industry. So why would Akashx, like why would we do this type of promotion as a brand? Couple reasons. 1, it drives sales for Akashx. 2, it creates more value on top of the value that we've already created in the $149 offer and the other packages. And again, it makes Akashx an unbeatable offer. Now, why would TradeX do this as a promotion? Like, why did they agree 5 months ago to continue to do this? Couple things. 1, it drives leads and it drives traffic into TradeX. It drives sales for TradeX as well, because what happens is people get a 10K challenge, they win, then they buy a 50K challenge or 100K or 200K challenge. And so that's why, you know, they've decided to do these. And, you know, the more success that we have, the more success that they have. And so I wanted to share some stats that I got from TradeX with you guys, because it blew me away at how many people are winning in Akashx. So since starting this promotional campaign over the last 5 months, over 13,000 people took a trading challenge. in TradeX Mastery. 13,000 people over the last 5 months. Just last month alone, of that 13,000, 4,854 people took the challenge just in October. So a good chunk of that 13,000 was last month in October. And of those 4,854, 719 people in Akashx passed phase 1. And I just want to let's throw some fire emojis in the chat for that, because I from talking to leaders, talking to different customers, it has just been overwhelming and incredible looking at all of the certificates on social media of people passing phase 1. And in addition, 326 people passed phase 2 and got funded, which is just incredible. I hear people all the time talking about how hard it is to get, 10% profit and 5% profit to pass, trading. I hear that all the time, how difficult it is. And to be honest, our educators have made it seem easy. They've made it seem doable, and they've made it seem realistic for a lot of people, which is just incredible. And the total payouts in TradeX Mastery to Akashx members last month exceeded $200,000 last month. People all over the world getting payouts. Some people, $500, some people $1,000, some people $2,500, $5,000, all the way up to $10,000. There's some, when we were at the Dallas convention, I met a lady who was in her 70s, has never traded before, zero trading experience, hopping on live sessions, taking tap to trades, and made $10,000 in her prop firm challenge. Just, it blew me away. Absolutely incredible. I'd never seen anything like this before. So with all of that said, the leaders here, and we've been talking with the leaders, they announced that the TradeX promotion was ending. And upon it ending on November 1st, we received a flurry of messages from leaders pretty much across the whole company, basically asking when it was going to come back. When is it going to come back? Is it ever going to come back? We need it for momentum. It's driving so much growth. Just virtually every leader across the company was asking about this to the TradeX team, asking it to support, again, asking when is it going to come back? We need the promotion. And so I have been working extensively with the partners over at TradeX. I've been talking to the admin team, basically just saying look, what can we do to have this back? And just really kind of, fighting for the leaders, so to speak, because I do believe it's a big driving force behind the success in Akashx. And I'm excited to share on this call a couple things. One, the leaders were right. It is ending as a promotion. It will not be a promotion anymore, but I'm excited to share that Akashx and TradeX are both doubling down, and I have gotten them to agree to make this a permanent part of Akashx. The 10K challenge, the 100K challenge, the 200K challenge on all of the packages are going to be a permanent part of Akashx, and it'll run continuously because we don't want to keep taking it away, adding it, taking it away, adding it. We want this to be a part of the offer because it's so unique, and it's such an amazing driver to the Akashx brand. So that's one of the big announcements. Now I want to preface this by saying that, I don't control what happens with TradeX is a completely separate deal. So at any time they could decide to take it away. But if their sales are growing, like it has been, if TradeX sales are growing, then we can continue to run this in Akashx with no end date. And so I'm very excited about that. I'm very grateful because I do believe it's going to help so many people in the trading game. Just a quick important reminder is if you get a trading challenge, please make sure that you go to prop.tradexmastery.com/signup. We've put this in our emails, we've put this in our group chats, but a lot of people don't register or complete their registration, and then they're kind of stuck in this, they haven't gotten their challenge credential. So as leaders, we have to really make sure people are completing those steps. because people blast the TradeX support, they blast the Akashx support, and almost 100% of the time the person has not registered or completed their registration. So let's just make sure that we do that. And to help TradeX, to make sure this never gets stripped away from Akashx, if you have people that are winning, getting payouts, making money in Akashx, just encourage them to support TradeX and buy a challenge or sell a challenge. Those two things, buy a challenge or sell a challenge. There are our teammates here. We want them to win. We want to win. And again, it's a huge driving force to the Akashx brand. So just a quick recap, and then Ali, I'm going to turn it back over to you to call out some leaders. All of the 149 and 229 enrollments going forward will receive a 10K trading challenge. The website will be updated today. Anybody that enrolls on a $14.99 annual pack will receive a 100K challenge. Anybody who enrolls on the $19.99 Akashx Trade and Travel annual pack will receive the 200K challenge. The Refer 10 is still in place for November as well. If you get 10 people, you get a 100K challenge. We also changed our rank up wheel in MDC. So now when you rank up and there's that wheel in the back office, those now have trading challenges on the wheel plus brand bucks. So we're giving away some free trading challenges. And I will say this, we are going to be doing something very big for Black Friday. So if I were you guys, knowing now that this is back and it's a part of the offer, you want to run as hard as you can now, starting today. This is day one, because you want to have a big lead up into Black Friday where we're going to blow you guys away with the offer. So if you don't take advantage of this now, you're not going to have as big of a lift during Black Friday because you just won't have as many people. You want to bring in as many people as you can from November 4th today to November 21st, because the first deals are going to drop on November 22nd. So really you have from the 4th to the 21st to bring in as many people as possible, because there's going to be a big Akashx plus TradeX deal that drops on the 22nd. So you want to have a massive amount of people come in up until the 21st, have an amazing Black Friday. It's going to go crazy. And like Ali said, I believe this is the call where Akashx completely goes vertical. And I'm here for it. TradeX is excited. I know all the leaders in Akashx are excited. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're all going to run hard coming out of this Zoom. But Ali, I know there's some leaders that are going to share their stories and what's been happening in their businesses. So I'm going to kick it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate it, guys. Everybody stay on this webinar because we're going to be hearing from some amazing speakers. Do not hop off. Stay on, okay? Guys, give it up for Josh. Huge thank yous. Give some big thank yous to Josh, because it was really hard, to have that conversation with us to say, hey, the promos are gone. And, basically, like, I just give Josh a lot of credit for the negotiation skills that he has to convince TradeX, to do the right thing and to allow us to make this a permanent part of our deal. And you guys heard the statistics, right? Like all those people passing their challenges, going through phase 1, phase 2, getting payouts. These are all like important things that we need to really hold on to and share it with the world. But what's so important to understand is that 95% of people in this industry fail, okay? And if you look at that data, right, over 23% of our field has passed phase 1, phase 2, or gotten to a payout. That's not even calculating all the other people who are literally 50%, 60%, 80% of the way through their phase 1, right? And what I really do appreciate is the fact that TradeX has done this for us. So, I sell at least 2 challenges a week. That's my goal for TradeX Mastery. I sell 2 challenges a week because I believe that, the more we can keep the system going, the better it's going to be for all of us. And we do have the best deal in the industry. Now, I don't want you to take my word for it. There are some people who you're going to be hearing from today, right now, who are going to talk about why their experience here at Akashx has been absolutely amazing. So I do have some leaders that I want to bring up here. so that we can, hear their stories. Each one of these people will come on here and only talk for like 3 or 4 minutes, just kind of tell you their experience and what they've done. So the first person that I'm going to bring up here, I had a chance to hear this person's story for the first time ever in Dubai. And I was so blown away by his story, what he's been through, the things that he's experienced in his life, all the hardships he had to deal with. But he spoke so eloquently and really talked like, it just resonated with me, his story. So I want him to come up here and really talk a little bit for the next 3 to 4 minutes about why, Akashx and this community has allowed him to blow away any results he had in the past, whether it was with trading or building. So guys, do me a favor, light it up in the chat box for Mr. AJ Sandberg. My brother, the floor is yours.
Yo, what's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
Awesome. What's going on, guys? Super excited to be on this call and be a part of this Akashx movement. I'm going to just tell you guys quickly my experience in network marketing. I've been in the industry for 10 years now, and it's crazy. I've watched 2 companies now. I've been a part of 2 companies. This is my third. And the 2 companies I was with, I watched them both grow from, about $100 million to almost $1 billion in revenue. And one thing that I noticed in both of those companies was, the product, the corporate staff, and the leadership. And what's crazy is I've noticed with Akashx, with MDC, this is 10 times better than anything that I had with those 2 companies. And so I just know without a shadow of doubt that this company is going to go to $1 billion and beyond. And we are here at the beginning. And so if you guys can realize that, right? Ray Kroc, he says the secret to success is being in the right time at the right place, recognizing it, but then taking massive and immediate action. And so if you guys can realize that we're in the right time at the right place, now's the time to take action. And so I couldn't be more excited because of, not only what we have with the corporate staff and the leadership and the product, but the results that people have been getting, that I've been getting, have blown away anything that I've ever done in this industry. I like I said, I've been in the industry for 10 years, and I really, the most that I ever made on the network marketing side was $5,000 a month. And, as far as trading goes, the most I ever made was maybe a few $100s a month. I was making just a little bit. And as far as my team goes, nobody ever got over, 2,000 a month with network marketing, and nobody was making any money trading. And so to come over here and not even 90 days in, to have cleared, and again, this is not to impress any of you or say, oh, look at me, but this is just to tell you what is possible. I have cleared over $32,000 in commissions in my first 90 days. It's not even 90 days in, but first 90 days, I've cleared over $32,000 in commissions. And just last week, I took a $7,000 withdrawal from trading, and I'm already up $9,000 this week. So I'm about to take another withdrawal this week. So that'll be over $15,000 in trading withdrawals in 2 weeks, and obviously $32,000 in commissions. And it's just crazy. It's like that's almost $50,000 total. And what's crazy is it's not just me winning. It's the team winning too. I've had my guy Gabe out here in Milwaukee. Can you still see me, Ali?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, cool. I've had my guy Gabe out here in Milwaukee. He just got his $8,400 withdrawal today. He's got a 200K funded account, and he texted me this morning. He said, hey, my $8,400 withdrawal just came through. I got my guy Seth out here in Milwaukee who got his $1,300 withdrawal on Friday. My guy Matt Werner, who's also out here in Milwaukee, $2,000 withdrawal approved. Okay, and the list goes on. I got my guy Omar, who plays college basketball out at Springfield College in Massachusetts. He just took a $3,000 withdrawal. I could go on and on and on about all the guys who have not only gotten funded accounts in my organization, but who are also taking withdrawals. And I couldn't be more excited about what's to come with Akashx. It's absolutely blowing my mind. Not only the results I'm getting, but how much the team is winning as well. So super blessed, super excited to be a part of this movement and for what's to come. So back to you, Ali.
That was beautiful, bro. Thank you so much. Someone said, I think I need to relocate to Milwaukee. So shows, you know, what these guys are up to and what they're doing. And they're just tapping into a system that they didn't have access to before. Guys, let it up in the chat box for AJ. That was beautiful. What an incredible story. I love to see people winning. And it's just so amazing that we all get to do that together under one umbrella. Okay, so guys, next up, we have another amazing individual who, you know, also has a crazy story. In terms of, you know, all the hard work and effort and everything that they were doing in their previous company, you know, and really like they didn't get the results that they were looking for in that company. Although this person's skills and their abilities is like way higher than the results that they had previously. And the one thing I think is like really powerful to note about Akashx is, you know, like I've talked to people in other companies and I'm like, dude, it's not like you're doing the daily activities that you should be doing to build a massive organization. But the reason why you're not is because your product isn't there, right? So when you could come into a system where your people could see results in the first 24 hours, that's how you're going to build massive momentum. And this person that we're going to bring up next, guys, he's like one of the most powerful speakers I know. He's a very, very hardworking individual. I had a chance to spend some time with him in Dubai, and really, he's got such a heart of gold. He's a hard worker. He's literally in the trenches day in and day out, making sure that his team is looked after and getting the value they need. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, do me a favor, light it up in the chat box for our next speaker, Noah Ortiz, Mr. Brand New 50K affiliate. Brother, the floor is yours.
Okie doke. Well, I didn't even know I was speaking on this, so that's cool. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys having me on here. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm sitting here with the team right now. I don't know if I can switch my camera. I don't think I can. I'm trying to here, but I'm having some hiccups. But we got the whole squad out here putting in work. Somebody's running a call over here right now. These guys are both locked in with me. And I just want to give a shout out to Josh and to Jenna for making this all possible to begin with, because like Ali said, I spent about 1.5 years at a different network marketing company and grinding my butt off, doing everything that I was told to do to make this work. And I was one of the very few people that was even keeping myself afloat full time in this industry at that point. And everybody on my team was not having success on the charts, in the business, none of it. And these are people that I was watching grind every single day, put in every bit of work that it takes to be successful at what it is that we do. And then we come here and it's like everybody's making money and on the charts, everybody's making money in the business in ways that they weren't before. And I'm not here to guarantee any sort of income claims. But when it comes down to my experience, it's been insane because it feels like it's the easiest thing in the world. If you have any amount of real desire and hustle to go out there and do this at a high level, you can leave everybody else in every company across the industry, across the world in the dust with what we have right here. When I got on this call and I just heard, and you guys heard it as well, that anyone that gets started gets capital to trade with, that knocks off problem number one for anyone that ever wants to get started trading. They don't have to come in with their own money. They have it given to them, right? And then to be able to take advantage of the personal bonuses that you get if you were to sell a yearly package, and to get all the volume up front so you can hit new ranks and create new success stories in your team. This is literally like having nitrous in the gas tank of your car every single day when you wake up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do, man. If you have any amount of desire, I encourage you, lock in for a season, take advantage of what we have right now, because it's going to be something where you can change not only your life, but the future of your family, the next generation in your family's life. It's going to be that type of momentum, and we're all seeing it already. So I appreciate you guys for having me on here. I'm excited to be here. I'm blessed to be connected to some great people here, and we're just getting warmed up. So I look forward to seeing what we can do in the future.
Amazing, Noah. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate you, bro. That was beautifully said. And guys, like I'm telling you, these people are absolutely smashing it because they're just plugging into the system. So, all right, next speaker, guys. You know, I'm actually going to move this thing around because I want this guy to speak a little later for a particular, actually, you know, we'll have him go now. All right, guys. So the next person I want to bring up, you know, when he came into this deal, I was very like impressed with his energy, with like, you know, just his presence when he speaks. Like basically when he's presenting, everything that he's doing just has so much energy and tenacity behind it. And, you know, just seeing how he runs for his team is crazy. And this is like, look, he'll tell you his story, but here, this is a guy who literally was like, for the last 2 years, like just really expressing and showing his loyalty to his previous company and his leaders, staying in a not so great situation so that like, you know, he can have that stick-to-itiveness And that's so important in this industry. You have to have that component about you. You don't want to be, looking at things left, right, and center. You want to be loyal to the bone. And this guy, that's running through his body. He's a family man. He's a man of God. He works extremely hard. Like I said, he's one of the best speakers, and he's got crazy, crazy energy. But more importantly, like every single person on his team who's like literally staying close to the fire is winning. The people who you just heard from right now are all winning because they're staying close to the fire. So ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, okay? Do me a favor and light up the chat box, because our next speaker, okay, Mr. Joey Wilson, 250K affiliate, is about to take over and talk about why Akashx is the place to plant your flag and build your empire. My bro, the floor is yours.
Well, I appreciate that very much. And to be honest with you guys, this is a dream come true. I mean, if there was a definition of the perfect storm, it's right here. And so what I want you guys to do is text or call the person that enrolled you into this opportunity and just show gratitude. Say thank you. Because every single one of your lives can be set up for the rest of your life if you go all in with what we're doing. Matt and I went on a run back in 2013 all the way up until 2017. And there was a period in there. One thing a mentor told us, he said, it's 1,000 days. Lock in for 1,000 days. Put the blinders on, tunnel vision for a season of your life. He said, I'd rather sprint for 1,000 days and just get the money thing taken care of rather than working for somebody else for the next 40, 50 years of my life, eking out a living. And so we bought into that program. And what's crazy is we ended up hitting 100K a month, and it was 1,007 days. And we looked at each other and like, dude, this is crazy. We believed it. We dreamed big. We worked hard. We led with, values and morals, and we just did the right thing every single day and stayed consistent, and our efforts compounded. What's going to happen here is going to leave all of that in the dust. Every single one of you have an opportunity right now to go chase and make your dreams a reality. And you're either going to watch things happen, or you're going to make things happen, or you're going to wake up one day and say, what the heck just happened? But just from being a part of this company for the past couple months, the initial wave we brought in, Noah, AJ, Werner, Josh, Jay, Kessler, Andrew, and many, many more. I hate naming names. None of these guys were really winning in the industry. AJ was calling me. It was a couple years ago. I was FaceTiming him, and he was packing up his box in his apartment building, packing up his kids' toys because he was getting evicted because he wasn't going to let go of the dream. And he kept pushing. And I said, bro, just keep going. Your time will come. Well, your time is now, baby. Your time is freaking now. It eventually is going to pay off. And when God's timing meets with your preparation, that's when the magic moment happens. And for me, this isn't something that I did. This is something that everybody did together. Josh and Jenna and all the amazing leaders that are part of this company. You guys basically soft tossed me a home run ball to hit this grand slam. So by the time I made the decision to come launch with this company, all I had to do was text all my guys, all the people that me and Matt have helped lead over the years. The industry was dead. The industry was dead. Nobody was winning out there. All I had to do was shoot my text message and make my FaceTimes and just say, hey, you ready for the biggest run of your life? We had all our old leaders back on board, and every single one of them are winning. So to wrap this up, the initial 60 days that we went on, then we go to Dubai, and we're literally on a bus headed to a yacht that's going to a private island. People are trading on this bus, making money. Literally getting withdrawals, making money, having fun, earning in the comp plan, getting crazy social media. No, most of these people never been to Dubai, let alone even on a yacht, even on a private island. Then we go out to the sand dunes, and we're four-wheeling through the sand dunes and eating at this private dinner with this fire show. People are trading and making profits, and we're out there with the educators. We're out there with Jenna and Josh. And I'm like, this is straight out of a freaking movie. You can't make this up. This is a real life movie. Noah always talks about it. Is your life worth watching? Is it a movie? And this is a movie. And every single one of you, if you sacrifice and if you go tunnel vision for a season of your life, you can set yourself up for the rest of your life. And I promise you that it doesn't get much better than what we're doing right here. So go all in. We have overviews every single night. If you want access to them, they're in the One Mission community. Do your own overviews, whatever you got to do. Show as many people as possible. Every single one of your family members should be joining. and just light yourself on fire and go take this thing to the top, because everything's possible with this opportunity. So thank you, Josh and Jenna. Thank you, Matt, for leading the way and helping them create an amazing company and soft tossing that grand slam ball for me and just making it even easier. So I appreciate you guys. I love this company, and to the top we go. Back to you, Ali.
Wow, absolutely amazing, guys. Light it up in the chat box for Mr. Joey Wilson. Like I told you guys, energy, energy, energy. So super happy, bro. Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful that like these guys have come here and they've been able to create success for themselves bigger than ever before. And that's what's really exciting for me. You know, I had a conversation with Joey and I said, bro, when was the last time like you got an MLM check this big? And he said, bro, it's probably been 2 years. So just understand that this wave that we've created here is like here to stay. And nobody is doing what we're doing right now. So our next speaker, we're just going to switch gears a little bit here, okay? And we're going to bring up an individual that I appreciate like crazy. You know, I met this person in 2020. We went on to build a massive team together in another company. And, you know, she came in with her husband and her team, and casually in like a 3-week period, they put over 2,500, you know, hungry individuals in this company. And I was blown away with what they were able to create. But the one thing I really appreciate about Miss Lizanne is she is the hardest working person in every room. She is always going to gun for her team. She doesn't leave any stone unturned. And every single time her and I work together, magic happens. And the one thing I love about Lizanne is she's representing her people very, very strongly out there in Trinidad and Tobago. She's got huge teams in Kenya, Africa, all over the world. And I'm so excited that she's going to be here sharing her vision with all of you guys. So Miss Lizanne, the Queen of Trinidad, the floor is yours.
Hey, Akashx family, how you guys are doing? You know, the team that Clifford, John Leal, and I lead, we are predominantly developing countries. Countries that have been ravaged by companies who only see us, you know, normally as a means to an end, and then they pull the rug from beneath our feet. But what makes Akashx different is the continued commitment from the folks that run the show, Josh and Jenna. What makes this company great is the value that it brings to customers. How does the product impact the customer's life? When a single mom of 5 gets on a call to say that she just received her first payout and you both are literally in tears together on the phone, you pay attention. When a mom, a wife, travels from Kenya to another country to work as a housekeeper so that she can provide a better life for her family, receives over $4,000 US from her first payout, that's life-changing. You pay attention. When an 18-year-old in her first semester in college can earn over $3,000 US, you pay attention. When a med student who earns more than she would make when she actually graduates, you pay attention. When a young man who's lost his father is completely unsure of what his future holds for him, calls you and says, Lizanne, I am on my 4th payout, you pay attention. When a babysitter in Ecuador can earn 6 months' salary in one payout, you pay attention. When you have a customer who's earned $2,500 US on his accounts and he's gotten so excited that he starts sharing the news and he hits 1K affiliate and you're on Zoom with him celebrating his 1K affiliate and he spins the wheel and guess what? He gets a 200K funded challenge. You pay attention. When network marketers who have been on the bench for years can see their teams win and see duplication and retention because customers are happy, you pay attention. If you didn't know before, now you know. If you were on the fence before or you're still 1 foot in, 1 foot out, now's the time to go all in on Akashx because guess what? Every single day we are seeing people winning. Every day, regular customers, not the network marketers. Those persons are winning, but now we are in a space that allows customers to win. And when Ali reached out to me and he said, Lizanne, I'm going to do Akashx, it's the reason why Clifford and John Leal and myself decided that we would go all in with Akashx. Is because we saw the ability for persons in developing countries to come in at a price point that allows them to win and change their families' lives. To Her Excellency outside in Kenya and Team Africa, they are absolutely killing it on the field. To Peter, who took a year off and just helped me double the team in Trinidad in a month, Guys, that is when you see people smiling, literally. To Kathy and Janelle, who are always in the chat supporting, you know, everybody, doesn't matter. And that's what I love about Akashx. It doesn't matter whose team you're on. Once everybody's winning, that's what everybody wants to see. For John, who's out there in Ecuador, killing it in the trenches, developing Latin America, he and his team. Guys, we are in the space to win. This is our season, our time, 100%. Ali, back to you.
Wow, that was amazing, guys. Give it up for Miss Lizanne. Hashtag pay attention. All right, guys. The freaking
Wow.
crazy.
I gotta say, wow.
Is that Maddie?
Yeah, I had to say, wow. That was crazy.
Bro, that was absolutely insane. Lizanne, that was beautiful. Really appreciate you for coming on here and just like that was very genuine and heartfelt, you know. I've known Lizanne for a very long time and I almost never see that energy. So I know that was real. She was feeling it. So I appreciate you for hopping on this call. May God continue to bless you. Okay, so moving on to our next affiliate here who's having some amazing success and you know, just really crushing it with everything that we've put together. You know, I really like these two individuals. You know, they come in as a team, and I'll bring them both up together and they could share their vision together. But you know, these two, when they came in, I remember like seeing them come in and I was like, oh wow, I know these two guys. These guys are legends. So I'm super excited, you know, that they're here partnered up with us and, you know, that they're working really hard day in and day out. But one thing I really appreciate about these guys, they're super focused on systems and they're always trying to like push people to really get results. But the one thing that they've done here is I think they've been able to build bigger than they have in a very long time. And I think that this is the most money that they've made in the industry in such a short period of time. But I'll let them comment on that. So guys, do me a favor, give it up for Team Wi-Fi Money Leaders, Josh and Jay. Guys, the floor is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and go first. Well, I want to give a huge shout out to Ali, man. It's so cool to watch you, you know, run these calls, you know, host the events. You're a phenomenal person. All the other leaders too that have been speaking. Obviously Noah, AJ, Lazan, Joey, you know, Josh and Jenna. It's beautiful to be a part of this, guys. But you know, I'm 27 years old out in Minnesota. I've been in the industry for 6 to 7 years now. And, you know, I was trading before I got started in this industry. I was already trading and I got introduced to my first company. I was with Matt and Joey. And, you know, the entire experience of being in this industry combined with trading, literally up until like 90 days ago, has just felt fake. It literally has felt fake, guys. You know, Noah says it a lot. You know, it's like the company's focused so much on build, and their products don't work. Right. So it feels like you're swimming up a waterfall. You know, people are constantly, you know, getting started, quitting. And me and Jay, honestly, guys, you know, we love the industry. It made us who we are. But we were kind of tapped out of the industry a little bit. You know, we weren't really that locked in and focused. You know, we have other businesses. You know, we went and sat down with Matt and Joey and we're like, how fast are people trading inside this business? They're like, within 24 to 48 hours, a new customer is trading. There was people in our business that hadn't taken a trade for 6 months on a demo account, right? And it's because they're learning how to trade manually, you know, which I still think is important, but it's unbelievable what we have here, guys. You know, it's like a breath of fresh air to be a part of this company. I literally don't think it'll get easier than this. I remember Joey Wilson used to say when we were in our first company, he's like, it's not going to get easier than this. And well, it's easier, buddy. It's easier right now. And it's just a blessing to be here, guys. You know, the company's so stable. The owners are competent. They know how to run a business. The track record is beautiful. I care a lot about my time. Like I'm sure most of you do on this call. I don't want to invest a bunch of time into a company that's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. You know, I want a home that I can build, that customers and everyone is having a great experience. And that's all we've had, you know, in terms of our experience in this company for 90 days, guys. It's been absolutely beautiful. You know, we've been able to, in 90 days, generate, you know, around $50,000 in commissions. It's been a beautiful experience. So many people on the team are passing their funded accounts, you know, trading on live accounts. It's unreal. And now that we get 10K accounts with the package from now on is one of the coolest things on the entire planet. So I'm fired up. The only thing I know is Joey Wilson, when we got started, guys, you know, 6-7 years ago, he was like, there's a special moment in time where you got to push your chips all in. And it's a certain moment of time in every single company, right? We only experienced that one time in our entire career. And I'll tell you what, it is right now. If you haven't pushed all your chips all in, if you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I'm telling you, you're going to miss out big time. Go both feet in, take it serious. All you need is a work ethic. You got to be coachable and teachable, and you got to have a burning desire to be something greater than the people around you in your life. And then eventually when you get there, help them get to the same level. So I appreciate you, Ollie, everyone on this call, Josh and Jenna, and I'll pass it over to my brother, Jay Patnode.
Whoa, man, look at all these amazing speakers. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say after that one, but I am grateful. I am very grateful to be here. I mean, let me just tell you guys something. When we went to go sit down with Matt and Joey before we decided to make the decision to come here, I just knew. I knew instantly. And I heard a quote a couple years back. It was, you can never connect the dots looking forward, but only back, right? You have to have faith in whatever your mission is, whatever your goal is, whatever your company, in yourself, that you will reach the heights that you want to reach and beyond. And something just felt right. Something felt special, you know, getting the old gang back together, you know, number one, but also the company itself. I just saw where it was going, and it's only been 70, 80 days and I can connect the dots already, right? It's been a blessing to see so many people having so much success. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, right? If you guys aren't fired up, if you're not more motivated, if you're not more ready to dedicate yourself to the mission, the cause, the goal, to making yourself the best version of yourself, making your group, your team, your people the best versions of themselves, making the most money that you've ever made in your entire career, then I don't know what you're doing. Because if there was ever a time, it was yesterday, right? And going out to Dubai and getting to spend time with everybody, it has allowed me to even see even greater. It was funny. Josh took out his TV, so I'm not putting my TV back in my room until we hit 100K. Well, hit 100K, right? And it was like, all right, now, you know, we're just going to keep it out until 250K, right? You know, I might even stay gone until super affiliate, because that is how much belief and faith that we have in this company. And all you have to do is just plug in, right? Like Joey said, like Noah said, for a season. If you can do that, you can bring yourselves to heights that you never even thought were imaginable, and put yourselves in situations that you could only have dreamed of. But with that being said,
Yeah, and I want to mention something too. Real quick. I remember just like 90 days ago, I told, you know, it's about the leaders that you're working with. It literally is about the leaders you're working with. That's such a big, important impact of your success in a business. If you don't have good mentorship, you're going to have a hard time. I remember 90 days ago, I'm like, dude, Joey and Matt are partnering up, and they're about to go do this thing at a high level. Jay didn't even know what they're partnering up in. He didn't know what the products were. He had no clue. He goes, let's go. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to slow down a little bit, buddy. He's like, dude, do you know what's going to happen if we work with those guys? Do you know what we did when we partnered with them? And it's back. And I was like, let's think about it. And he was like, let's run. And I'm grateful for you for having that decision-making skills, man. Unbelievable experience. But I'll give it back to Ollie.
Love it. You guys absolutely smashed it. I appreciate you both like crazy. Thank you so much for all of like the hard work and dedication, commitment, just like willingness to serve people in the community, you know, and I think it's all that unity. And it's so crazy because like everything that we're going to be doing from now until 2025 leads to our convention in Atlanta, which is basically all roads lead to unite. And what we've done here in Akashx is we've left all the egos at the door, and all of us have leaders just come together under one roof to really help each other. So I want to go ahead and bring up our next speaker. Now, this is a guy who all of you know. You know, all of you have, in one way or another, benefited from this person, whether you're in his team or not. And the reason why you've benefited from this guy is because he's up like 32% on the leaderboard when it comes to trading. But the one reason why we really want Joel to come up here and talk is, you know, not just from an educator perspective, but from like a builder perspective, because Joel is a 25K affiliate going on his way to 50K affiliate. But the one thing that he has a lot in his team, guys, is like loads of success stories with payouts. Like his family is passing their challenges, and, you know, a lot of really like, you know, important things as a builder that you need to have in your team, which is like success stories, not just your own success. And he's been able to create a lot of success stories and withdrawals within his team. So we want Joel to come up here and talk to you guys a little bit about how that's been possible for him. So guys, do me a favor, light it up in the chat box for Mr. Moneyman, Joel Arias. My brother, the floor is yours.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you so much, everybody that has spoken. This has been an amazing Zoom, unbelievable stories, unbelievable everything, you know. And first of all, thank you, Josh, for everything that you do for the company. I've been an educator on other places. I've been a leader on other places, and you know, hands down, Josh is the GOAT. You know, Josh is the best CEO out there, and I know a lot of CEOs, and that guy just gets everything done. All right, so I want to start just by sharing something that was you know, mentioned in the Dubai convention. I think it was Josh that asked me, you know, why Akashx is different, and the answer is still the same and will be the same forever. It's because they don't have Josh and Jenna. You know, Akashx is different and it's the best one out there. And the reason is because they don't have, others don't have Josh and Jenna, and others don't have Maddie. You know, Matthew Thayer started it all. And I think we all should be grateful for that powerful team that we have here in Akashx. And guys, like Ali said, my family is trading here. Like, I've been in this industry for 6 to 7 years, being a leader, sharing trading, being an educator. And in those 6 years, none of them ever joined. I don't know, maybe timing, right? We talk about timing a lot, and none of them joined until now because they see what we do with Tap to Trade. My mom has passed her account with Tap to Trade. My dad has used our trade alerts. My sister, my brother-in-law, they all passed their accounts and they all withdrew money. Except my mom, because she recently passed it. But all of them have been able to do it. And I think that if, you know, a family can do it, anybody can do it. And honestly, guys, Akashx is the proof of concept in the whole industry. Akashx is the proof of success. You don't go out there seeing other companies having the results that we have. And I have the balls to say that. I don't think other companies have the traits that we have, the educators that we have. And most importantly, they don't have Josh and Jenna. And so again, Akashx, it's the proof of success. My team alone, and to end this this part over here, my team alone last month of October was able to withdraw $62,500. I made a flyer, made a video, and I'm doing all of this, you know, to keep the proof of concept. But if my team, which is based on Latin America, Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, Peru, Argentina, Chile, if they all together withdrew over $60,000 from TradeX Mastery, why the heck other people cannot? And I know that they will, because again, Akashx, it's the proof of success in the whole industry. So thank you so much, Ali. Back to you, bro.
Oh, my brother, thank you so much, man. You know, honestly, I give a lot of credit to like all of our educators and our signal callers, like everybody who's basically, you know, providing value for our students. It's a lot of responsibility, you know. You're always having to worry about other people's capital, other people's emotions, what affects them, and it's a very big job. So any chance you have to interact with any of our educators, whether it's Joel, John Liel, Brent, Rich, Matthew, Javed, Jimmy, any of our educators, make sure you send them some love. Give them a heartfelt thank you, because you guys, like, being an educator is more so for like, it's a servant role, because like, you know, an educator's salary like isn't the biggest pay in the world, right? Like, these guys are traders, they make their money elsewhere. So, you know, it's kind of a service that they're providing. Okay. So just make sure you guys are always sending love. They're human, just like all of us. Like, we want to make sure that we have a positive, amazing environment for all of our educators to really feel like, you know, we care about them, because all these success stories, like, it's not possible without our educators, just like how all this volume isn't possible without our leaders. And just like how none of us would get paid every Thursday if it wasn't for Josh and Jenna. So and their whole team and their staff. So this is a cohesive system, and we all like get a chance to work together. So really exciting stuff. So now, guys, we're gonna switch continents. Okay. We're gonna go across the pond here for a second. I'm really excited to do this because, you know, when this group joined our organization, like Akashx completely elevated from a level of like, you know, a professionalism, like seasoned networkers joined our business from the trading space. And, you know, we got to really go out to the UK and work hand in hand with some of these people. Don't pin the next speaker yet, Maddie. So basically, like, these people came in, you know, they saw what they needed to see. They came in, they took action, and the organization grew massively. Okay. So I'm really excited that we have these individuals in our community and in our organization. And the one thing I will say is again, they've elevated Akashx in a big way, but they're just getting started. Like, they're just getting started. What we're going to do in Europe, what we're going to do in the entire ecosystem is going to completely change the game. From the back of this call, like Josh said, this is a vertical approach for Akashx, and the overwhelming majority of our growth in Akashx will be coming from the UK and the EU. So I'm really excited to bring up our next speaker. And our next speaker, she's an incredible person who has a heart of gold. I had a chance to meet this person, you know, Mandeep, out in the UK, and I was blown away with just her speaking skills, her level of intelligence, how hard she works, the amount of value she brings to her community and her team. So I need you guys to light it up in the chat box and give a huge warm welcome to our next speaker, Mandeep Soki. Sister, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Ali. Woohoo! Who is excited to be here on this webinar? I have just been sitting here. Yeah, exactly. Let's do it. I've just been sitting here on this webinar, listening to all the incredible speakers. And, you know, it's such an amazing journey that we've had with Akashx. And I'm completely blown away. So I'm actually from the UK, joined Akashx in June this year in 2024. And just last month, hit the rank of 25K affiliate, which was just, you know, super phenomenal. And this was our rank as an organization. So, you know, super phenomenal results that everybody's having. And the reason why we had such a huge speed, you know, within this organization is because, just like Josh said, we have a great price point. We have an amazing app. We have a company that's always looking to evolve within this industry. And I think that's really important when you have a leadership team, when you have CEOs who's listening to the needs of the leaders and the customers to continuously help the company to grow. So I just think that's super amazing. And in terms of growing as an organization, so my background's actually in the corporate world. I used to work with head teachers to help them with their staffing in secondary and primary schools. And I did that for nearly a decade. And I'm going to be honest with you, I got promotion after promotion, but I still felt really unsatisfied. And I wanted to do something big. I wanted to do something different. And this is why I chose the route of trading and also network marketing, because I really believe that this space gives freedom to individuals to really win. And for those of you that want to go big within this industry, I have a few pointers that I'm going to share with you. Number one is be bold, you know, set an intention. It doesn't matter who is around you, what they're saying. You really got to have the intention here that, you know what, this is my goal and this is where I'm going and I'm going to get it. Have the blinkers on, ladies and gents, and just go for it. Have that presence. Be bold. Point number two is get your buy-in from your leaders. You know, so speak to your leaders, paint that vision for them that this is where we're going as a team, as an organization. You know, help them to see the bigger version of themselves. You know, and point number three is go all in, you know, take action, because that's what network marketing is all about, right? Network marketing, it requires the work, you know. So a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, okay, Mandy, this company looks good, this compensation plan looks great, but what's the catch? And do you know what I say to them? I say the catch is you got to do the work, honey. You know, that you can't get away from not putting in that work. So, you know, keep going, have that intention, keep focused. And I also want to take this opportunity to say a few thank yous. Number one, to Josh and Jenna and the leadership team. You're all amazing. And it was really great to see you, you know, at our launch event in London back in September. So thank you to all of you. Number two, I want to say a massive thank you to my mentors, Mr. Abdullah Sandhu and Jay Palmer. Couldn't have done it without you. You guys have really, really helped us, me and the whole team as an organization. So really appreciate you both. And number three, I just want to thank our customers, our leaders who are really going all out. So thank you so much. You're all phenomenal. And Ali, back to you. Thank you so much.
Mandeep, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the value that you poured into our community today. Like I said, guys, she's world-class, amazing, brand new 25K affiliate. 50K is done for you. We'll see you in the UK in January, February. I'm excited for the future and everything we have going on here in Akashx. Guys, we're going to stay in the UK here too, and we're going to bring up our next speaker. You know, one thing I really like about the next person I'm going to bring up is, you know, when I heard his story and like how he actually got involved in the industry, it was actually quite crazy because I remember, you know, his mentor was telling me, you know, when we actually went to go show the plan to Jay, I told, you know, the person I was with, you do the presentation and I'll just be here to close. And then he said, I looked in his briefcase and I saw he had the book Think and Grow Rich. And Abdullah's like, where did you get that book from? And he's like, well, I want to grow. I want to change my life. And Abdullah told the guy, hey, listen, I'm going to do the presentation for this guy because I really want to make sure he joins. And that's the thing. This guy had made a decision that he was going to change his life before he even got started in this industry. At the young age of 26 years old, this guy's been able to make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in this industry. And he's been able to create multiple six-figure earners in this industry. Why? Because he's a student of personal development. He understands the game. He leads from the front, and he never stopped being new. You could go look at his social media right now, and you will see every single day that Jay Parmar is in the lab. He's in the office. He's working hard. He's pouring into his leaders, and he's always demanding greatness, not just out of himself, but everybody around him. So ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, light up the chat box with UK flags, with fire emojis for everyone's favorite mentor, Jay Parmar. My brother, the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much, Ali, for those very kind words. I think that's the best edification I've ever got in my entire life. So thank you very much. And yes, great to be on this call. You know, this was actually a last minute thing. I didn't even know I'm going to be on this call. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jay Palmer. I'm 24 years of age, and I got started in this industry back in about 2017 October. So you can imagine, just last week, it was officially my 7th year being in this industry. And you know, I've only been a part of one company prior to joining Akashx. You know, we had good success there, but we got to a point, I feel like a lot of leaders, we got to a point where our team wasn't making money, and it was only the main leaders or the people that would really put the time into learn trading were able to make money. So when I came here to Akashx, I'll be very honest, it was very unexpected. I was sitting with one of my mentors, Abdullah Sandhu, which you'll hear from a bit later on. We were actually having a team picnic, and you know, we're just having a conversation. Next thing we know, we're having a conversation about Akashx, and about a week later, we got started. So things happen super quick. And you know, one of the biggest things I can see here, this is really a company that looks out for the customers and leaders. And I'll be honest, I've never felt this way about a certain company and leadership before, because I can see this company every week, every month, they're bringing something new. You know, I mean, when I first got started, I think Tap to Trade was fairly new. I mean, that was mind-blowing itself. And then they brought the 10K funded accounts. Then they brought over 3 crews and the 200K with a yearly package. And I mean, every single month, like, there's so many different things, even the spinning wheel. I mean, small things like that. I mean, it blows my mind. So I've never really had a bad experience. It's been about 4 or 5 months here, and I'm so excited because we're just getting started. I mean, all of you right now in this call, you know, Akashx, as you heard, it doubled, tripled, quadrupled in size just the past 1 month. But we are still super early, right? There's so many people, for example, here in London, UK, I mean, we probably don't have more than 1,000, 2,000 people right now. The population here in London alone is millions, right? A lot of you in different countries, different cities. So understand the position we are in right now in Akashx. It's so early. And, you know, just like many of the leaders said, you want to be the person that takes action, right? Because we have the right tools, products, services, compensation plan. We have literally everything But guess what? The people that are going to really win big here, especially from the business building point of view, it's the people that are going to go out, take action, put the work in, put the time in, meet the leaders, make sure they support the team. And that's really how it's going to happen. So I really do believe, I have a big feeling November is literally going to be the biggest month ever for this company. It's coming towards Christmas. I know towards Christmas people slow down. And I really do feel, as an organization, as a company, November is probably going to be the biggest month yet. So super excited to be on this call. Thank you very much once again to Josh, Jen, all the phenomenal leaders here, and one of my personal mentors, Abdullah Sandu, for really making this possible. Thank you very much. Ali, I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that, man. That was beautiful. And I think everybody in the community is now better after hearing Jay's words. We just have to take massive action and make incredible things happen. And the reality is this November will be the biggest month ever. So I want everybody to go in the chat box and type in November to remember, okay? Because that's what this November is going to be. It's going to be the November to remember. And this is going to be the November that allows us to catapult this brand to the next stratosphere. I'm super excited. I cannot even, like all day long, I'm just obsessing over Akashx, what the next couple of months are going to look like, what promos next, what's going to happen next. It's crazy to see what we put together. Thank you so much, Jay. I really appreciate it. And guys, I'm going to bring up our next speaker. Now, this next person who I do bring up, in my opinion, when I look at like the industry as a whole, and when I look at like leadership, I look at leadership through like a different lens. I look at leadership from a perspective of like, okay, yeah, like there's awards and accolades, and typically leaders or people who you want to look up to, or, who you want to emulate and become like, are typically people who have done quite well for themselves, but they also develop and show like a level of humility, right? They're able to come down to, a different level and speak to people at their core where they are. And really a leader should be judged not on their accolades, but on the amount of success that they create with the people around them. And this next person, from the time they've been in the industry, their story is so powerful, where they come from, all the things that they've done in the industry, a true student of personal development, and someone who's like, I've never seen someone in the industry with so much gratitude. Every single day, he has a story post that just thanks God. Like literally, he says, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. And there's not a lot of that happening at all in the industry, just gratitude for no reason whatsoever. And if you look at the team that's around him and the people who are spending most of their time around this leader, they're also the same way. They're also just showing so much gratitude every single day, so much respect, so much honor and dignity in everything that they do. But this individual is a consummate professional, a hard worker, a true leader's leader, and somebody who, in my opinion, is one of the best in the game because he's a true student of Bob Proctor. He's developed so many 6- and 7-figure earners in the industry. And I'm so grateful that he's here in our company because him joining this company just elevated us so much more. It's like having a Robert Hollis or a John Haremza or a Jefferson Santos in the company. Now we have a 100K affiliate, Abdullah Sandu, in our company. So guys, I want you to do me the biggest favor and just light it up in the chat box to bring up our next speaker, because like I said, this individual is a game changer, and I'm so grateful that he's here with us. Abdullah Sandu, my brother, if you can, please unmute your mic. The floor is yours.
All right. Good evening, everyone. First of all, Ali, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate what you said about me. Ladies and gents, I am super excited, super grateful for this moment, that what is happening right now. So I'm going to say my big gratitude, big thank you to Josh and Jenna to create this wonderful opportunity and always being there for us. This is one of the key part, the heart of the leader. Leadership is not a hard work, as John C. Maxwell said, it's a hard work. I can always see in their heart, the people are the #1 priority. This is why they are doing so much stuff behind the scenes. Even 4 or 5 months ago, when I joined this platform in June, This platform is completely different now. It is growing, it is improving, it's always coming something new. Every single person in this call, all the wonderful leadership here, which you can see on the screen right now, every single one of them is my biggest inspiration. They inspire me. I learn from them, and they actually help me to push myself every single day. People like Joy Wilson, Matty, Early, Robert, Jefferson, every single one, Joel, everybody push me every single day, to go out and make things happen, because these are the leaders in this call right now who are always leading by example. So, ladies and gents, when I came on board in this platform, I could see clearly they have number one priority, which is a customer. Remember, if customer is properly looked after, this platform, you can really, as an affiliate, you can build a huge empire over here. So I can see the core in this platform is the customer. The customer need to win. So we have that all wonderful system over here. We have that education. We have that tap to trade. We have those trade ideas. We have those challenge accounts. Every single thing is here. Here's a key part now. How big is the population in the world? I heard earlier from Josh, to be honest, I'm really, really grateful what he announced today, and I'm going to tell you what we are going to do towards it. So first of all, how big is population all over the world? Even in UK, I'm in London, but how many people we have in this platform? Not many in Akashx. How do you see it? How do I see it? I would say we need to see it. This is the biggest opportunity. Actually, there's a big gap in the market. We are going to fill that gap. We have no competition. We are here to create. We have no competition with anyone. So we have something, literally, you don't need to worry about. You don't need to compare with anyone. You have what you have, the best in the world, and that you need to have a conviction in your heart. And that is true. That is true. We don't need to worry. We don't think even. The company is standing behind you. Don't worry. Just go out, be confident, be sure about it. The company is standing behind you. So this is what we have right now. Now, what we need to do, what especially he announced today, the challenges account and everything, the improvements are coming in the app and all that stuff in the scanners and in the education. I would say one thing. You really want to succeed big. You want to make this next 2 months in 2024 the biggest ever months of your life, the biggest month in that entire 2024. You need to be in the flow state. Ladies and gents, you need to be in the flow state. What is a flow state? A flow state is a state where a person is completely focused on a single task or activity. It means you are in the zone. You are obsessed with something. You are obsessed with one chief aim. You are obsessed with one goal which you are going to achieve in this business, towards your trading, towards your team building. Be obsessed with it. Be in the zone. When you are in the flow state, you are full of energy. You are certain. There's no doubt. There's no worry. And you are vibrating on a very high frequency. Then that is a benefit of the flow state. Why you will not be in the flow state when those kind of announcements are made? That leadership is standing behind you. Just be in the flow state. Show to the whole world through your social media, through your contacts, that what you have is the best ever thing in the world, and how you're going to impact so many lives with the help of Akashx platform. So just take yourself to the flow state now. When you are in the state, you have so much energy. You don't need anyone's phone call to motivate you, to tell you something what to do. You are already sure. You are excited. You are energetic, and you are already seeing you are getting there where you want to be. So be in the flow state. Trust me. Ever since I heard this announcement, these challenges are here to stay. My God, I am sweating right now. Ladies and gents, literally my hands are sweating. I'm thinking how I'm going to sleep even tonight. I'm already in a crazy state right now. I'm traveling 3-4 countries in the next 3-4 weeks. I'm thinking what I'm going to do. So if you can feel what I'm telling you, if you can feel yourself as well, that you are part of the #1 educational platform in the world, all the wonderful services are there, the leadership is standing behind you, you don't need to worry about anything. All you need to do, look at your goal, give a call to your mentor and tell them, I want to achieve this. Help me, tell me how I'm going to do that. And be sure about it. Put the doubts, worry on the side, because they are not going to help you to achieve what you want to achieve. Be in the flow state. That's my major advice to you. This November is you are going to remember in your entire life. Thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone. Once again, to all the leadership, Josh and Jenna, every single one of you, all the leaders in this call. Honestly, you all inspired me. I'm really grateful to learn from every single one of you. Thanks a lot. Back to Ellie.
Wow. Thank you so much, Abdullah. I really appreciate it. And one thing I do want to say, guys, is pay very close attention. Mandeep came up, Jay came up, Abdullah came up. Each one of them trained you. Each one of them gave you a tangible thing that you could take from this call and implement your business, because the leadership, they're always students of personal development. They never stop being new. They always pretend that every day is day one, and they never allow their past success to determine who they are today. Okay. And all of us need to be that way. We all need to be students of the game. So appreciate you so much. Thank you, Abdullah. That was beautiful. The whole entire team is better off after hearing what you just said. So guys, we have 2 more speakers left, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. The next person I want to bring up, when we did the event in Dubai, I was honored to actually edify this guy and bring him up on stage to speak. And one thing I said was, I was in a very weird place in my journey in this network marketing industry. And if it wasn't for this person, I wouldn't be in the industry right now. Like, not just here in Akashx, not just here on this call, like I wouldn't be here at all. And so I have so much love for this guy, so much respect for him, like his story and all the adversities and everything that he went through. He's unkillable, and I love people who have that stick-to-itiveness. They're just stubborn. They don't take no for an answer. They're always going to put their foot in the game. They're going to say, hey, call my name, put me in, coach. Like, I'm ready to go. And this is the type of people I want to surround myself with. I don't want to be around people who are quick to quit. I don't want to be around people who are quick to flop and, fold over when times get tough. They just, take it, that's it. Oh, it is what it is. No, that's not who we are. That's not the nature of what Akashx is. That's not the nature of what the leadership is here. All of us, we rise to the occasion. We'll face it direct. Look, Josh came on this call. He opened it and said, hey, this is the issues we had A, B, C, and D with the app. This is what we've done to solve it. This is the way forward. No other owner in the industry is going to get on a Zoom and tell you straight to your face, we had a problem and we fixed it. They're all going to, go around and try to figure out some story, but that's who we are here. All of us, transparency and being honest is what's important. So, this person, when they came to this company like 2 years ago now, they came in with a mission and a vision, and they spoke to the founders, and he put everything in place and worked very closely with Josh and Jenna and went through all the hard stuff until, basically then I came in. And this guy, bro, believe it or not, in November of last year, almost hit 100K rank. Literally the month after he hit 100K rank, his volume went down to like maybe 20,000. Most people would be like, oh, this deal sucks, I'm out. But what did he do? He put his heels in deeper. And every time he spoke to Maddie, it was like it was his best day. Because I spoke to Maddie the entire time he was going through that. And not at one moment did he ever make me feel like what he was doing in Akashx was questionable. He was always trying to pitch me. He was always trying to close me. He was always trying to get me to lock arms with him. And that's why I respect this guy so much. I have so much love and admiration for him. So guys, look, take this chat box and just light it up with whatever you can. Just nonstop. Light up this chat box like crazy. Let's see it. To host, not to the hosts and panelists, guys, to everyone. Make sure you guys are chatting to everyone, because I want everybody to see all of this. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about. All right, guys, light it up for the great and powerful Matthew Thayer, my brother. The floor is yours.
Man, I'm so incredibly proud of every single one of you guys that spoke today. From Josh kicking it off to you, Ali, being an incredible host. And just the translators right now, that I can see your guys' energy is in a flow state. You guys are really giving back to this community. I'm at awe. I've been in awe for the last couple months. I mean, I say over and over and over that this is crazy. And I'm completely blown away about what's happening. And I'm so glad that I sat down with Josh 2 years ago. And I'm so glad I met someone that was willing to put egos aside and to say, let's create something special. I feel like I was gifted the greatest opportunity on planet Earth. And I'm going to make this very simple for all of you guys of why you guys are seeing what you're seeing right now. It's actually very simple why you're seeing the success. And it comes down to this. If you help enough people in life get what they want, you in return get what you want. I've been on a mission. I've been on a mission since I got started in this industry to find other people that are lost, that want more, that want guidance, that want mentorship, that want a community. And I have been trying to put that together my entire career. And you attract who you are. Your circle is a direct reflection of who you are inside. And I can confidently finally say that today I have the right people around me. What we are doing is special. We are helping everybody get exactly what they want out of life. We're giving them hope. We're giving them purpose. We're giving them a roadmap to success. We are holding their hand, helping them in the process. And we are changing lives. There's no other company in the industry that can even touch what we're doing. And none of it is possible without every single one of you guys. Since day one of coming here, I told Josh that we are going to have 100,000 customers inside of Akashx. First couple times he laughed. He said it'd be nice to get to 5,000 first. Then he'd say it'd be nice to get to 10,000 first. And I've never wavered. I've said we are going to have 100,000 customers. We're going to have 100,000 customers. And I say it every single time. Every single day I talk to Josh, I say we're going to have 100,000 customers. But I'm thinking now that I'm thinking way too small. 100,000 is going to be a drop in the bucket compared to where we're going to end this thing. I believe that now at this point, what we're doing and how unique our product is, there's no reason why we can't hit 10 million customers. There's no reason why we can't have 10 million people trading inside of Akashx. We are a tech company that provides a service and a need for 97% of traders. 97% of the people in this world fail. 97% of the people that try trading never see any success. Any business, what they talk about is you have to find a pain in the world. And if you can solve that pain, you will make billions and billions and billions of dollars. Well, guess what the world's pain is? They don't have enough money. They don't have a community. They don't have a purpose. They don't have hope. And they fail when they try to trade. Well, Akashx is the answer. We will be at 10 million customers in the next 1,000 days. I believe in the next 1,000 days, we will be at 10 million customers. We will be the biggest network marketing company that this industry has ever seen. Because it's starting with us, but everybody will end here. The biggest leaders that you know in this industry will end here. Because we have CEOs, Josh and Jenna Zweigel, that truly care about people. They put people first. They're not greedy. They're not materialistic. They care about us. And it's easy to never quit when you know the people that are in your corner truly want you to win. If you help enough people in life get what they want, you, in return, get what you want. That is what we're doing. Thank you guys for having me on. Ollie, bro, back to you, man. Let's go.
Wow. Thank you so much, Maddie. I really appreciate it. 10 million customers is a done deal, guys. Go ahead and give it up for Matthew Thayer, aka Mohammed Pips. Really appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for throwing down for us and for this brand. And look, guys, we're getting ready to wrap this thing up and bring up our last speaker here who's gonna close this thing out. But before we part ways, I just want to again just thank all of you for really believing in what we have here, and also for believing in yourself, for giving yourself a chance to actually, you know, accomplish what you want in your life. Because I remember a time in my life where I wasn't the person I am today. And, you know, I was like a serial quitter. I would always make excuses. Anytime things got hard, I'd go run to my family and my parents and make these crazy stories and excuses about why whatever I was trying to do wasn't working out, whether if it was school or a sales job or my job, whatever it was. I was always making excuses for why things weren't working in my life. And I was looking for, you know, like misery to need company and company to need misery. And it was a very toxic, cyclical cycle. And, you know, one day I made a decision that I was going to inherently change my life. And I became a student of personal development. And still till this day, one thing I'll tell you guys is I've never had a mentor. Like, you know, like Jay and Mandeep came here and said, look, like, we want to thank our mentor, Abdullah Sandhu, for pouring into us and helping us. And like, I never had that in this industry. You know, I was always kind of like, you know, because I was building big teams, like people didn't want to pour into me for whatever reason. And I always had to, you know, go through finding my own way. And I realized that, you know what, like God put me in that lane so that I could be a better this for all of you. Whatever this is to you, like that was my journey, and that's what put me here today in order for me to be a better this for all of you. So I'm grateful for my journey. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I'm just so happy and blessed and grateful that we have this amazing platform and ecosystem for all of us to work together and win. Because I'll tell you this, the only thing stopping you from being the best version of yourself is you. Like, you just need to divorce the excuses, marry the goals, and start really putting yourself in a position to win. Because I promise you, the moment I made a decision that I was going to change my life, I stopped at nothing. I didn't allow any of my circumstances to prevent me from actually realizing the things that I want in my life, because it's all of our God-given right to be successful, to be powerful, to be wealthy, to be abundantly blessed. And the only thing that's blocking those blessings from your life is yourself. It's your own thoughts between your ears. It's the limiting beliefs that don't serve you in any capacity. You really, like Abdullah said, you need to be in a flow state. And that starts with waking up every single day knowing that today is just going to be 1% better than yesterday. And that snowball effect will put you in a position where that growth compounds. And next thing you know, one day you turn around and you look and you're like, wow, I've grown. And the one thing that a lot of people fail to do is, like, when in doubt, zoom out. A lot of times when we're going through the day-to-day, we can't see our growth. We can't see our progress. For a second, just think back to the day you joined Akashx. I want you to think back to the day you signed up for Akashx. And I want you to zoom out. And I want you to see how much you've grown since that day. I want you to see how much you've grown since that day. When you got started in Akashx, could you draw a trend line? If the answer was no, can you draw one yet today? Yes, you've grown. If you never had a $100 trading day and you've had one, you've grown. If you've never taken a trade before in your entire life and you've done that since you came here, you've grown. If you've never done a business presentation and you've done your first one since you've been here, you've grown. Okay? So don't beat yourself up. Put a lot of pressure on yourself to demand greatness, but don't beat yourself up. Forget the negative self-talk. Just divorce the excuses, forget the imposter syndrome, and just go absolutely all in, wildly in, just oblivious to everything around you. Like, I ignore anything negative that happens. The elections, I don't give a crap. War, I don't give a crap. This, I don't care. I don't care. Why? Because all of that stuff is engineered to distract me from becoming an elite individual. And all of you deserve, it's your God-given right to be blessed with abundance and greatness. So I'm going to bring up our next speaker, and I'm so grateful that this guy gets to close it out. And the reason why I'm so grateful that this individual gets to close it out is because, you know, when you're looking for people to emulate and people to follow, you want to follow the people who've done it and who've done it quite well. So yes, we've heard from amazing people here today, but this person who's going to close this thing out is not just like an average, regular, everyday, you know, network marketer, affiliate marketer, mentor, or leader. This is Robert Hollis. And it's not just any Robert Hollis. This is $60 million earner Robert Hollis. And this isn't just any Robert Hollis. This is Robert Hollis, who started building a team in August of this year and now has a team of over 1,000 people in Akashx alone, Robert Hollis. And this just isn't Robert Hollis, guys. This is the Robert Hollis who's here to help everybody win and grow and change and impact their lives. This is Robert Hollis, who will always tell you the truth. He will never sugarcoat anything, and he's always going to demand the absolute best out of you, even when it feels uncomfortable. So ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, light up that chat box for my rich uncle, Robert Hollis. The floor is yours, brother.
Ollie, thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, brother.
Well, first of all, I don't want anyone to get mad at me when I say this first statement, but if you haven't had the hair stand up on your body throughout this entire call, you don't have a heartbeat. You just reach up here and just go, man, I need to see a doctor. You know what I mean? Because if you can't get excited about a bunch of people winning and sharing the idea of winning with other people, every one of the speakers that spoke on here, again, Josh, 37 years ago, someone sold me a dream, an imagination of helping millions of people. And if I did that, I would be okay. And unfortunately, a lot of companies and a lot of owners, you know, overpromise and underdelivered. I tell people all the time, every day, we are either a prophet or a liar. And when we're a prophet is when owners like Josh and Jenna Luego do exactly what they say they're going to do. And so my wife and I have been with this company for 6.5 years. You see our new plaque up here. My wife got Mega Millions. We've made $5 million with Josh and Jenna, 10 years old, debt-free. And Josh keeps reinventing this company. And I just pray for him. Every one of you, I don't care if you don't believe, pray for this company and Josh and Jenna and the dream team. You know, this is when you know you're in the right place at the right time, is when you hear Maddie and you hear Ollie and Jay and my God, I can't remember all the great speakers that are on here. Joey, I don't want to miss anyone. Joel, I'm Liz Ann. It's like, it's just, this is the dream team. I feel like I'm Kobe Bryant and I got a shot at a gold medal and I show up and I see all these people. Listen to me. Listen, please. I had no interest in trading. What the hell is trading? I knew it was something, and I believe in this statement, that you got to master. You got to get involved and master something. And then all of a sudden, I listen to Ollie and Maddie, and they're going, hey, I'm 62 years old. Can you press a button on your phone? Can you pull that off? Can you? And I was like, all right, all right. And I get on. I press the button, I win 6 trades, they turn green, I made $236. And I've never been so freaking excited in my life. And let me tell you why. I realized instantaneously that I could learn a new trade. And I could share this with old and young and different religions and different people all over. If it wasn't for Maddie and it wasn't for Ollie and these other Joey, all these other leaders, this young group of people jacked me out of my mind. I'm not going to let this go by. If not this, then what? If not now, then when? And if not you, then who? Come on. All of us have been hurt. All of us have tried to go out and create dreams and imagination and make a better life for our families and for ourselves and the people that we love. And company after company after company keeps letting us down. And that's when you know that you don't want to be a liar. But when the owners of the company don't fulfill the promises they told us, all of us have ended up being liars because the company didn't do what it said it would do. I know some of you are new to this. Just understand, for 6.5 years, 37 of my career, I've heard Abdullah and a lot of other people talk about God. I call him the master imaginator. And when we were kids, we all dreamed of being, I'll be a fireman, I'll be an astronaut. You know, people like Elon Musk goes, I'll be an astronaut and I'll launch rockets and I'll land rockets. We live in the best times in the world, But the rest of the world is trying to block us from believing that. So it took people like Maddie and their imagination and Ollie and these people that came to Josh. And Josh, 33 years old? Are you kidding me? This guy could have gave up on Akashx. He could have gave up on MDC a long time ago. He's not doing this for money. He's doing this to make an impact. If you ever hear Jenna and Josh speak from the stage, they are really going to make an impact, exactly the way Maddie said. No doubt. So to think 4 years ago, you know, Josh gives me a solid gold Akashx card. And he shared with me, by the way, the number's no good, but he shared with me that he was going to create something that everyone could do. And as soon as I seen that I won, I don't understand, I don't know Vietnamese, I don't understand trade-nese. I know one thing for a fact. If you put your future and believe one more time, give it one more shot, please. You know, people call me all the time, oh, you know, I've been hurt by this company and I've been hurt by this company and I've been hurt by this company. Guess what? My wife, Terry, of 40 years, is not interested in hearing about my ex-girlfriends. Get that. Come on, man. Don't let past failures and people that hurt you stop you from missing the best opportunity you'll ever find. I promise you this. I believe just like Maddie T. Maddie, you're amazing. Ollie, you're amazing. I know that there's going to be magazines and Josh Swagel and Jenna Swagel are going to be on the cover of those magazines. And some of you are going to see that and you want to tell anybody. You're going to go, whoa, this company #1 in the world, this company created all these millionaires and created all this foundation. Yeah, I looked at that and I said, no. You are going to want to tell anybody about Akashx or TradeX Mastery or My Daily Choice. You're going to want to bury your head in the sand. So do yourself a huge favor. Don't beat yourself up like Ollie said. Just give it one more shot. Just follow the experts and do what they say. The stories of every one of you, just like Joel, is like my wife's like, I'm not letting this go by. I'm trading. And then my son, Matthew, and his wife, Hannah, now they're trading. And I got to tell you guys this. Please, please, please reach out to everyone that you ever reached out to. You know, there's this guy named Tomas Daman, you know, Domain. You guys got to meet him, the Slovakian people. Thank you so much for treating him so well. He put a couple of his friends, drove all the way down to Bratislava, and they treated him like family. And he made a commitment with his leaders. He hit 100K. He helped 2 other people hit 50K. He's got like 4 25Ks. They did 184,000 in volume for the month. And I'm just like, that couldn't happen without all the speakers that were here laying the path for me before I did it. See, I got to point at all of their stories. And if you guys want to know how to do this, you got to take the stories that are on here, including this video that's recorded, and do me a huge favor, what my mentor said to me 37 years ago. Get the video in front of 2,000 people fast as possible. Because the thing that we're experiencing right now is something that I've felt a number of times in my life, and that's momentum. And you know what's cool about momentum? Everybody wants it. Everybody wants momentum, but the stars have to align. The right people have to show up. Everything has to come together because people try to pretend they have momentum, but you can't feel it. You can't feel it. Again, if you are on this, you got to just watch this over and over again. Some of you will lose your momentum as soon as you get off this video. You got to watch it again. Watch it, and as you're watching it, go, oh my God, I got to share with this person, share with this person, share with this person, this person. Say as little as possible to as many people as you can. We live on the internet. You got to go, check this out. Check this out. and start sharing this video with other people, because people will forget what you told them. They'll also forget what you trained them, but they'll never forget the way you made them feel. People try to do this business and they don't know how to touch people's hearts. When I listened to the speakers that were on here, you know, Joshua, Jay, all of them, it touched my heart. It made my hair stand up. And if you watch this video and you didn't feel anything, reach out to some of us, because we'll share with you how to start feeling again. Like Maddie said, give you hope. Get your imagination, because once your imagination kicks in the gear, that causes that flow state that Abdullah talked about. The flow is here. We are the deal. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the beaches and the deserts of the world. God bless you guys. Back to you, Al.
Wow, absolutely amazing, guys. Light it up in the chat box for Mr. Robert Hollis. Amazing. Okay, guys. So, very powerful call. A lot to remember, a lot to implement. Important thing is TradeX 10K challenges are permanent. You guys need to go so hard. As soon as you get off this call, you guys need to go aggressive. Like, I need to see everybody just going relentless on social media, start prospecting people, start sharing other people's stories. We got crazy payouts. We have crazy certificates. Get out there, promote, 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 promote. Promote like your life depends on it, because I promise you, your life does depend on it. I appreciate you all like crazy. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. I'm excited. And yeah, we'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Be safe. Love you all.